A new cyber threat has emerged, raising concerns about espionage activities targeting government networks in Southeast Asia and Japan. This development underscores the ongoing risks posed by state-aligned cyber groups. Recently reported by ESET, the LongNosedGoblin group has been linked to a series of attacks that leverage Windows group policy to deploy sophisticated malware. These activities have reportedly been occurring since at least September 2023, with the first detection noted in February 2024. In this video, we'll unpack the tactics used by this group, the tools they employ, and the implications for cybersecurity in the affected regions. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. In the timeline of attacks attributed to LongNosedGoblin, the group has shown a calculated evolution in its tactics since it began operations in September 2023. Initial detection of their activities occurred in February 2024, when ESET identified their malware on a governmental system in Southeast Asia. This marked the start of a series of sophisticated attacks that utilized Windows group policy to disseminate malware across networks. Between January and March 2024, the group primarily relied on their tool NosyHistorian to gather browser data from various web browsers, indicating a focus on intelligence gathering. However, the deployment of NosyDoor, their backdoor tool, was more selective, affecting only a subset of the victims, which suggests a strategic targeting of specific organizations deemed valuable for intelligence. The operational approach of LongNosedGoblin has included advanced techniques such as app domain manager injection, which allows them to deploy malware while maintaining stealth. This method is coupled with execution guardrails, designed to restrict the malware's functionality to predetermined targets, enhancing their operational security and reducing the risk of detection. Notably, the group has also displayed versatility in its command and control methods, employing various cloud services, including Microsoft OneDrive and Yandex Disk, to manage their operations. This adaptability indicates a sophisticated understanding of cloud infrastructure, allowing them to remain agile and evade traditional cybersecurity defenses. Research into their malware has revealed potential connections to other threat groups, with similarities noted between NosyDoor and tools used by clusters like Toddycat and Erudite Mogwai. However, ESET has emphasized that these overlaps do not confirm direct links, suggesting that LongNosedGoblin may operate independently while still sharing resources with other China-aligned actors. As the group continues to refine its tactics and tool sets, cybersecurity analysts are closely monitoring their activities, especially given the implications for national security in the regions they target. The ongoing analysis of their methods and the malware they deploy will be crucial for developing effective countermeasures against future cyber espionage threats. The LongNosedGoblin campaign has significant implications for regional cybersecurity and international relations. By targeting governmental entities in Southeast Asia and Japan, this group not only aims to gather sensitive information but also to assert influence over these nations. The cyber espionage tactics employed, particularly the use of Windows group policy for malware deployment, illustrate a sophisticated understanding of system vulnerabilities, raising alarms about the security posture of critical infrastructure in these regions. The varied custom toolset utilized by LongNosedGoblin indicates a high level of technical expertise and adaptability. Tools like NosyHistorian and NosyDoor are specifically designed to exfiltrate data while remaining stealthy, suggesting a calculated approach to information gathering. The use of cloud services such as Microsoft OneDrive and Google Drive for command and control operations further complicates detection efforts, as these platforms are often trusted and integrated into organizational workflows. Moreover, the discovery of execution guardrails within the malware hints at an advanced operational strategy, where the threat actors restrict their tools to specific targets, enhancing the likelihood of successful data acquisition while minimizing exposure. This targeted methodology may reflect not only a desire for efficiency but also a strategic choice to avoid drawing attention to broader campaigns. The potential overlap with other threat clusters such as Toddycat and Erudite Mogwai raises questions about the collaborative dynamics among cybercriminal groups. If the malware is indeed being shared or licensed among these entities, it could lead to an escalation in cyber threats across multiple regions, complicating efforts to attribute attacks and respond effectively. As the LongNosedGoblin campaign continues to evolve, its impacts will likely resonate beyond immediate cybersecurity concerns, influencing diplomatic relations and national security strategies in Southeast Asia and beyond. The ongoing need for enhanced cybersecurity measures and international cooperation becomes increasingly clear as nations grapple with the implications of such sophisticated cyber threats. As organizations navigate the evolving landscape of cyber threats, particularly those posed by groups like LongNosedGoblin, several proactive measures can be implemented to bolster defenses against such sophisticated attacks. First and foremost, enhancing visibility within networks is critical. Organizations should deploy advanced monitoring solutions that can detect unusual behavior, especially concerning Windows group policy changes. This vigilance can help identify potential breaches before they escalate into significant incidents. In parallel, regular security audits and penetration testing are essential. These assessments can uncover vulnerabilities within the network infrastructure, allowing organizations to address weaknesses that could be exploited by threat actors. Tailored training programs for employees are also vital, as human error remains a significant factor in cyber breaches. Educating staff on recognizing phishing attempts and understanding the importance of strong password practices can mitigate risks. Furthermore, organizations should consider implementing a zero-trust architecture. This approach assumes that threats could originate from both outside and inside the network, thereby requiring strict verification for every user and device attempting to access resources. By segmenting networks and limiting access to sensitive data, organizations can reduce the potential impact of an insider threat or a compromised account. Investing in endpoint detection and response (EDR) solutions is also a key recommendation. EDR tools can provide real-time behavior analysis, enabling organizations to respond quickly to anomalies indicative of malware activity, such as the deployment of tools like NosyDoor. Incorporating threat intelligence feeds can further enhance situational awareness, providing insights into the tactics, techniques, and procedures (TTPs) used by adversaries like LongNosedGoblin. Lastly, organizations should develop a comprehensive incident response plan. This plan should outline clear protocols for responding to a cyber incident, including communication strategies and recovery procedures. Regularly testing and updating this plan ensures that organizations remain prepared for potential attacks, minimizing downtime and damage. In summary, a multi-layered approach combining enhanced visibility, employee training, zero-trust principles, advanced endpoint security, and robust incident response planning is essential for organizations aiming to defend against the sophisticated tactics employed by cyber espionage groups like LongNosedGoblin. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.